A common anecdote that we come across is if I can listen to music on my phone, on my laptop, why do we need to attend a classical music concert? And I've often come across saying from my musician friends, composer friends, like, I don't want to upload my music because for the fear of judging, criticism, so I don't want to upload my music on YouTube. So I thought this is a very good starting point to talk about the evolution of the performance music space. How has music performance evolved over time? Now, before you had thousands of songs in your mobile phone, your iPod, music wasn't freely available 24/7, especially for the millennials out there. Music was performed with usually at events for a purpose, and people have to travel. You have to travel to listen to music performed live. You actually have to get out of your house. So commonly we study in our music history classes that classical music originated from places of worship, churches, in the early Christian music. All of them are voices, choirs, unaccompanied sacred music. Approximately the 8th century, we saw the introduction of the church organ music. And we would have studied about the 14th, 15th century Gregorian chants with notated scores. So these are one of the earliest scores that has a music notation that evolved to what we have today. The Renaissance period is 1400 to 1600, and of course we have a very famous English composer that comes to my mind, Tallis. By the 1400s, the use of organs was well established in monastic churches and cathedrals throughout Europe. And of course, music can also be heard at aristocratic courts. In the 17th century, we had performances in houses, taverns, public entertainment. In the early 1700s, the opera was transforming Europe dramatically. Handel was the most famous, among the greatest. The premiere was like a city event. People were flocking to the opera houses, like it's a mecca of the city. You can think about it as a premiere for a Broadway musical, your Marvel, DC Comics movie. It was a huge event for an opera premiere. And concerts were also performed at public spaces, gardens. People have to get out of the houses to listen to music. It's exciting. And around 1800s, classical music entered the concert hall space, auditorium. And also during the 1800s, Chopin and Schubert would have concerts in houses, living rooms. So the definition of a chamber, we always talk about chamber music. The definition of a chamber is any sort of large living room, palace, mansion, a house, an apartment, a chamber. So when we call chamber music, there is this intimate, informal gathering during that time. And this year happens to be the 50th anniversary of Newport Music Festival. It started in 1969. Large mansions in Rhode Island, United States. Beautiful place, definitely check out Brown University while you're there. So Schubertiades were generally informal, unadvertised gatherings held at private homes in 19th century Vienna. These were largely sponsored by patrons of Schubert, so there will be, about 100 people or even more just gathering around Schubert or a few friends just playing chamber music. There was this very intimate feel, and there is actually a revival in the 20th, 21st century. We have this intimate feel of a chamber music. The audience is very close to the performers in an apartment, a house. And we have to break away from the notion that concert music is only for the concert hall. It could be in your apartment, it could be in a library, other places. Now back to the 24/7 freely available music that we have today. Of course, YouTube is the second largest search engine behind Google, and my friend who's a programmer for the large orchestra actually says that every time we always YouTube and check out if we want to invite a performer. So there is a very important part of programming music for concerts, and people will first look you up on YouTube. So besides your personal website, it's necessary to share your music. After a concert, for example, a recital studio of 200 people, you would still have an uploaded version of the performance, and you can reach out to your audience continuously 24/7. You have a global concert hall. You can also find out where your audience coming from. You can have your music reached out to larger geographical locations. It's kind of like a world tour without spending money for venues, and you may even have the chance to earn money through AdSense, ad placements, but do not worry if you are not earning cash from YouTube because of the new policies. Most importantly, you are creating opportunities for yourself. There's more collaborations, people hear your music, there could be more commissions, more collaborations. So I hope I've inspired you to move to the online platform, and you would be interested to share your performances and your compositions online, and I hope you have changed your perception that classical music only takes place at the concert hall. Think about some other possible performance venues, share them in the comments below, I'd like to find out, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.